Oh,
Bringing in Dan.
Dan Vega.
We got to make sure it's the real Dan, though. Yeah, that's the real one.
It is. It was really awesome meeting you guys this weekend.
Same here.
Yeah, same here. How's it going back in Cleveland? Have you been busy this week? That's what I want to know from both of you guys. Like, what was it that you guys got back on Monday and were like, this is what I need to do? And what have you been working on this week?
Yeah.
And what are your next sort of, the next month's goals?
Yeah, I think conferences are really good for that alone. I mean, when you get back from a conference, you feel inspired and motivated and just want to get back and, start using those ideas that you learned and put them into practice. So I think I started working on my third course this week. I had a meeting with a co-instructor. This is the first course that I'm doing with a co-instructor, so that's cool. And I just kind of gave him some notes. And, one of the big takeaways I got from building a course was, building in those action items right away for a student so that you don't have 3 sections of where you're just telling them what to do to get everything set up and that they have something actionable to do right away, which is one thing I really took away and I want to implement right away. So
that's funny you say that, Dan, because I was working on a new course today, and one of the first thoughts that came to my mind was the same thing. And this course is going to be about sourcing products for eBay and Amazon using smartphones. There's these new apps that are out, and I'm doing a course about it. And so one of the first things I'm telling them is, get this app and install it, get this app and install it. Here's how to install it, so that, once the app is installed on their phone, it's going to be hard for them to stop the course, right? Because they're going to want to move forward and want to get things done. Why don't you tell the audience what kind of courses you teach, Dan?
So I have 2 courses right now. They're both on programming. I'm a programmer by day. So my first course is on Spring Boot, which is like a Java framework. My second course is on Groovy, which is it's a newer programming language, if you will, kind of a subset of Java. So I have an entire course on that. They're both pretty long. One is 12 hours, one is 14 hours. So wow. I'm excited to get into some shorter courses because both of those took forever to do.
Yeah.
Are there other courses in those specific languages or
so there's a few on Spring Framework. There wasn't a lot on Spring Boot itself, so that was nice, and that's become very popular, so that's what I got into there. As far as Groovy goes, there's not another course on there in that, and that's where I really wanted to get that done. So
nice.
Cool.
And so have you been getting sales to that course?
Yeah, they've both been doing very well. I mean, obviously right when it came out, I was able to promote to my current students from my first course, and then having people that liked your courses actually really helps a lot. So I was able to get a nice ton of sales from that right away. But it's been pretty steady. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen any kind of decline in the last 3 or 4 months, so it's been good.
Nice.
And what have been your key takeaways from Udemy Live?
I took a few things. I really enjoyed Seth Godin's keynote. I mean, that was just inspirational for me. And I thought he had a really good observation. He's like, as I was walking through the lobby, I noticed that none of you guys are really treating each other like competitors. And it's true. He's, one thing that I always stick in my mind is he said, you guys, the current instructors that are here, you guys aren't competitors to each other. The 99% of people who aren't on Udemy yet, that's your competitor, and that's who you need to work on getting over here. So I really enjoyed that. And then I think the first day, Gregory said it best. He was like, it was nice to get everybody in the same room and realize that we're all not just robots and that we're real people. So that was kind of fun. Yeah,
no, totally. And I like what Seth Godin said about kind of going along with that. And I wrote about it in the article that the takeaways I wrote up, but about how it's easier to make sales as an author at a bookstore rather than if you're trying to sell your book on the corner as yourself. And it's the same with online courses. Unless you have a very, very strong brand following and can professionally create your own teachable site or your own course site, it's just going to be easier to make sales when in the marketplace of Udemy or whatever marketplace, because there's more people there. That's where people go. And you just have that social proof, especially if you have reviews and students in your course already. And that's something that I started thinking about. Just another reason why I'm going to start pushing my traffic to my Udemy courses, my course landing pages, is because you see the amount of students, you see the reviews, And that's not something you see on my Teachable site. And so I'm guessing that there's a lot of people who might have landed on my Teachable course page and didn't buy the course. But if they went to the Udemy landing page, just seeing those other numbers might have actually pushed them to buy the course. It's an experiment that I wish I could split test easily. I'm trying to figure out if there's a way to split test that. Maybe sending some traffic to a Teachable landing page, some to a Udemy landing page, just to see what converts better. Because that would be really interesting to me.
And to your point, like I think what he said was books sell better when they're next to other books. You wouldn't go to a bookstore, find one shelf with one book on it and try to buy it. But even to your point, if you push traffic to Udemy, maybe they don't buy your course today. Maybe they buy Dave's course, Miguel's course. But now they're, maybe they've never been on Udemy before, but now they've bought one course. We can get them to come back and buy other courses on the platform later. So,
yeah.